Okay. Okay,
All
we
right.
already got green now, so
All right.
I think I probably should have restarted my router before we started this show. That may
Yeah.
have been a little more effective. I don't know,
Yeah.
but this internet is being wonky. This entire
You just showed this.
all week. And why? Okay, my phone. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and talk about the box office predictions. What I predicted last week.
Mm-hmm.
So my number 5 was Blade Runner 2049.
Mm-hmm.
My number 4 was Happy Death Day.
Mm-hmm.
My number 3 was Only the Brave. My number 2 was Boo 2 Medea Halloween. And my number 1 was Geostorm, which I had predicted would make $34 million.
Okay.
Okay.
And my number 5 was It. My number 4 was Happy Death Day. My number 3 was Blade Runner 2049. My number 2 was Geostorm, and I predicted 20 million. And my number 1, even though the movie was terrible, was Boo 2, and I predicted $30 million.
Wow. Okay, so if we were talking about what movies we're going to
Okay.
it's the OBS thing. Okay. Huh? Open up a different video. Because it says it's in green.
Okay, we're just gonna keep talking now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sticking with us if you're still here, by the way.
Gosh, guys. Okay.
Support the Patreon and we can afford better internet.
Yeah, really. I need to follow Dustin's advice and go with Verizon Fios.
Oh, Fios is beautiful. I have Fios at home. It's gorgeous.
Okay, anyway, so here we go with the actuals and how we actually did. So, we actually have, for number 5, we got Only the Brave, which made only $6 million.
Yes.
We have Blade Runner 2049, which only made $7.4 million.
Mm-hmm.
And number 3 was Happy Death Day, which was $9.4 million.
Uh-huh.
Number 2 was Geostorm with $13.7 million. Gosh, guys. And Boo 2 Medea Halloween, $21.2 million.
So, by the rules of the game,
We go based off of who gets the actual positions correct, not which movies were in the top 5.
not what actually makes the top 5, but what positions they land in the top 5. And as a result, I got 2 of them right, with me having Geostorm at 2 and Boo 2 at 1. So I'm still your reigning, defending, undisputed box office predictions champion.
Right. Well, I am. I think it's safe to say that these disaster movies might be a thing of the past.
Yeah.
At least these very badly made. What's the guy's name that
Roland Emmerich.
Roland Emmerich styled disaster films.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, yeah. I think this was it was too close to Independence Day 2, maybe.
And I think all the actual hurricanes may have affected it too. No one wants to see a movie about destruction from weather when they're actually living through destruction from weather.
Yeah.
That was kind of like bad timing on that part.
All right, so now is the time in the show where I forgot to put in what's actually releasing as far as in the notes. I can still read them to you.
Okay.
So here is what's been released this weekend.
We'll just share the pen like we did last week.
Right. So for this weekend, we have 3 major release movies.
Mm-hmm.
We have Thank You for Your Service, which is playing in 2,054 theaters.
Mm-hmm.
We have Suburbicon, which is playing in 2,046 theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And Jigsaw, which is playing in 2,941 theaters.
Mm-hmm.
So now we are going to use those numbers to try to figure out. I guess we're sharing a pin again because I didn't get.
Yeah, that's why we just said that we were.
Yeah. Okay. So, with that being said, say is your number 5.
My number 5, based on what we just talked about. Thank You for Your Service.
Thank You for Your Service at number 5.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be another low weekend at the box office. outside of one movie, which will be my number one for obvious reasons.
Right.
So let's just get that out the way. While I have the ink pen, let's get it out the way now.
Yeah, go ahead and just name your top 5.
My top for number 4, Suburbicon.
Suburbicon for number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Number 3, It.
Bro. It was number 7 this weekend. You think it's going up because of it's Halloween?
Yeah.
Okay.
Horror movies tend to do that.
Okay.
Especially because that's the thing. They reinvigorated the marketing for it.
Okay. Well, especially with Stranger Things in theaters. Yeah. Maybe people will go out and go see more.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a big jump like.
I would have put it at number 5 if it was going to be in mine. But okay.
Okay. Number 2, Boo 2. That's all it gets.
So you think Geostorm is going to drop out of top 5 completely?
Oh yeah, because only made 13 the first weekend, and no one said any good things about it to the people who did see it.
Okay.
So it's going to fall down, and it's going to jump up because Halloween weekend. And number 1 for obvious reasons, Jigsaw. And I'm going to say it's going to make 40 to 50 million this weekend.
Bruh.
Jigsaw.
Okay.
Because the reason why I say that is because horror movies have seen a upswing when they make a lot of money when word of mouth about them is pretty good.
Okay.
Like Happy Death Day made a good amount of money. Get Out made a good amount of money. Annabelle made a good amount of money. Conjuring made a good amount of money. And I'm thinking, plus Jigsaw is a franchise that went dormant for a while, and now there's a new installment in it. So the fans are like reinvigorated in Jigsaw again.
Okay.
So that's why I think it's going to make about 40-50 this weekend.
Gosh, this was a tough weekend for me to think about. I think Happy Death Day is going to drop to number 5.
Okay.
Number 4, I'm going to put Geostorm.
Okay, you still think it's going to hang on hope because the reason why I say it's not going to hang on hope because they usually say the second weekend box office is half.
Yeah. So
13 million.
Well, for where number 5 and number 4 at right now are for this last week. Only the Brave, like I said, was at 6. So I'm thinking Happy Death Day because it's at 9.4. And it's a Halloween. I think it might stick to number 5.
I see what you're saying.
And thank you for your service. I don't even think it's going to make it in the top 5.
I put it at least 5. They've marketed it a lot. She's had a lot of commercials for it.
I don't know. I see it. I see it just barely hitting number 6.
Okay.
And I don't see Suburbicon being in the top 5 at all.
I see it at least making number 4.
Really?
Yeah, George Clooney, Matt Damon.
I wish if it wasn't a Halloween weekend, I think it would have been a different deal.
Mm-hmm.
So number 3, I'm going to put boy, I just put myself in a corner here. What else? I have Jigsaw. Thank you for your. I want to put thank you for your service number 3.
Okay.
I'm changing my mind.
Okay. I'm all right.
Thank you for your service at number 3. And number 2, I'm going to put Boo 2 Midday Halloween.
Yeah.
And number 1, Jigsaw.
Okay.
And I'm going to be a little less generous with my guess. Because none of the Saw movies, I believe, ever made $40 million.
I believe they've made as much as 60 one weekend.
Let me see. Saw. Does it say opening weekend? Oh, that's lifetime gross.
Mm-hmm.
Here's opening weekend for Saw 3D, which is the last one, opened at 22 million.
Okay, but that was when the franchise
was going down.
Yeah.
So Saw 5 made 30 million.
Okay.
Opening weekend. Saw 4 31.
Mm-hmm.
Saw 2 33. Mm-hmm. Or sorry, Saw 3 33.
Mm-hmm.
Saw 2 31.
Okay.
and Saw 18.
Plus, I also think that also Rob wrote that
Well, you can adjust, but I don't know if this is adjusted to inflation or what.
I'm also accounting into the fact that this is the first a Saw movie in IMAX.
This is an IMAX?
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay.
So
it could happen.
So people, because IMAX tickets cost a little more.
We're in a different climate, too.
Yeah.
This is...
horror movies are on the upswing right now.
Yeah. So that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
This is a different time for horror movies where horror movies are actually good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm...
Good and profitable.
Good and profitable. So I'm going to put $28 million for mine.
Okay.
So... I don't know. It might be wrong, but I'm going to put it just a little lower because this is still... It's been a while since we've seen a Saw movie, but we weren't really asking for another one. Mm-hmm. But it is getting fair reviews. So, and like I said, what did I just give it? 8.75, right? Or 8. I gave it an 8. I'm thinking of Stranger Things. Yeah, I gave it an 8.
Okay.
So, I'm going to give it $28 million estimate.
Okay.
But, yeah. So, if for some reason... the only thing we end up getting right is Jigsaw making number 1.
Yeah.
We'll go based off of we'll do a Price is Right and see who was closest
without going over.
Yeah, without going over.
Yeah. So like if it's like $38 million, he wins because I went 40-50 and he only went what 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that'll be under the $30 million mark.
Yeah.
So
Well, Price is Right it.
Yeah. If we only get number 1 right, that's why we make predictions on number 1.
Yeah. All right, so just in case we've forgotten what our top 5 is, like I said, number 5, Happy Death Day. Number 4, Geostorm. Number 3, Thank You for Your Service. Number 2, Boo 2, and number 1, Jigsaw.
And my top 5 is Thank You for Your Service at 5, 4, Suburbicon, 3, in an upset. I'm thinking it's going to jump back to 3, 2, Boo 2, and number 1, Jigsaw.
Yeah, if that It theory is right, that's going to be pretty cool. I would it deserves it, but I don't have that much confidence to say that it's going to go back in the top 5. But that would be pretty cool if it did. So that's it for that portion of the show.